Can humans be immortal? The answer is no. Can we live after death? Still no. For centuries, humanity has searched for the secret to living forever. But while our quest continues, some animals seem to have mastered the art of defying death. From frozen bodies and regrow limbs to surviving nuclear explosions, these extraordinary creatures show us what it truly means to live on. Of course, that's not to say that they'll never die, just that they aren't about to die from old age anytime soon. Here are the 15 animals that can live after death, or at least seem like they can. Number 15. Backward-aging jellyfish. Well, once we age, there's no turning back, at least for humans. But for a tiny creature called the immortal jellyfish, it's a completely different story. Scientifically known as Turritopsis dohrnii, this jellyfish doesn't just cheat death, it rewinds life itself. When faced with injury or illness, it performs an extraordinary trick, reverting back to its polyp stage, essentially becoming young again. Within days, it rebuilds itself and starts life anew, as if aging never happened. Due to this unique ability, the immortal jellyfish has been dubbed the Benjamin Button jelly. Now imagine if we humans could do that. We'd never have to worry about growing old or dying ever again. But let's be a bit realistic. We still have a long way to go before we can achieve such a feat. And even then, it's highly unlikely. So let's admire and learn from the immortal jellyfish, as it continues to defy the concept of aging and mortality. What if we can't do that? Now let's move to Number 14. Radiation-resistant bacterium. We all believe that once a person dies, there's no coming back, but nature always finds a way to surprise us. Meet Deinococcus radiodurans, a polyextremophilic bacterium often referred to as the world's toughest organism. Not only is it resistant to extreme radiation, but it can also come back to life after dying, thanks to its extraordinary DNA repair abilities. Ira S. Pastor, CEO of BioQuark Inc., explains that this bacterium can survive freezing cold, dehydration, acidic environments, and even the vacuum of space. According to the Guinness Book of Records, it can endure a mind-blowing 1.5 million rads of gamma radiation, 3,000 times the lethal dose for humans. This microbial marvel has earned its reputation as one of nature's most resilient beings. While humans continue to search for ways to extend life, creatures like Deinococcus radiodurans show us that the secrets of immortality might already exist in the microscopic world. Number 13. Alligator. Winter isn't exactly an alligator's idea of paradise, but these cold-blooded survivors have a trick that puts hibernating bears to shame. When the water starts freezing over, alligators position their snouts just above the surface, letting the ice form around them while they keep breathing. It's their version of hitting pause until the weather warms up again. This state, called brumation, slows their metabolism and keeps them in energy-saving mode, like a winter nap without the blankets. What's even cooler? While frozen in place, they can stay completely still for weeks, patiently waiting for the thaw. When spring finished, they're back in action, prowling their swampy homes like winter never happened. It's not just survival, it's a masterclass in adaptation. So, if you ever by chance see a frozen alligator in the wild, don't worry, it's just taking a long winter's nap. But make sure not to get too close, as they can snap back into action at any moment. Number 12. Ocean Quahog. If there's an award for longevity, the ocean quahog would win it hands down, or should we say, shells down. This clam species, native to the North Atlantic, is no ordinary mollusk. One quahog discovered off the coast of Iceland was found to be an astonishing 507 years old. Nicknamed Ming, it lived through the Renaissance, World Wars, and countless human generations. Sadly, scientists accidentally ended its centuries-long life while trying to study it. So, what's their secret to living so long? Unlike most animals, the quahog's cells are pretty resistant to oxidative stress, meaning they don't age or deteriorate like ours. It's as if they've unlocked the fountain of youth under the sea. While they're considered a delicacy in many parts of the world, it is much more than dinner. It's a living time capsule, a testament to nature's ability to defy the limits of aging and mortality. Number 11. Scorpions. Humans can barely survive a month without food, but scorpions laugh in the face of starvation. These resilient arachnids can slow their metabolism so drastically that a single insect meal can sustain them for an entire year. Talk about extreme dieting. But their survival skills don't end there. They've been around for hundreds of millions of years, adapting to almost any environment. Scorpions can survive in scorching deserts, freezing tundras, and everything in between. In fact, one scorpion was completely frozen and later thawed, only to walk away like nothing had happened. It's like nature gave them the ultimate survival cheat code. Their ability to endure extreme conditions, from ice to fire, makes them one of the toughest creatures on the planet. Scorpions have also developed a unique defense mechanism that has evolved over time. With venoms as powerful as 10 times more toxic than a rattlesnake's, they're anything but harmless. Number 10. Lungfish. Imagine going years without food or water and still coming out alive. For the lungfish, it's just another day in survival mode. Found in Africa, South America, and Australia, this remarkable creature thrives in the muddy waters of swamps and rivers. But when droughts hit and the water disappears, the lungfish takes survival to the next level. It buries itself in the mud, secretes a mucus cocoon, and enters a state of suspended animation. In this hibernation, its bodily systems shut down to the bare minimum, allowing it to survive for years without a single meal or drop of water. Scientists are fascinated by the lungfish's survival strategies, studying them for insights into advancing medicine and even space travel. This underground survivalist proves that when it comes to adapting to harsh conditions, the lungfish is in a league of its own. Number 9. Bees. Bees might buzz off for good when they die, but their sting has a way of sticking around. When a bee stings you, it leaves behind its venom sac and stinger embedded in your skin. Here's the twist. Even though the bee is long gone, that venom sac keeps pumping toxins into its target. It's like the bee's way of saying, "I may be gone, but I'm not done with you yet." This posthumous sting is controlled by reflexes and involuntary impulses, not the bee itself. So if you think a dead bee is harmless, think again. Picking one up can still lead to an unpleasant encounter. In a way, bees are the ultimate sacrificial warriors of the insect world. They give their lives for one final act of defense, and their sting lives on, delivering pain long after they've passed. Nature doesn't mess around when it comes to bees. Now, let's move to something creepy that we all hate. Number 8. Flies. Flies aren't just annoyances at picnics, they're survivalists with some seriously weird tricks. Ever heard of a decapitated fly carrying on like nothing happened? Female flies can continue to stand, walk, and even respond to their environment for days after losing their heads. It's not science fiction, it's just another day in the bizarre world of flies. Even more astonishing, headless flies don't lose their social lives. Males still court them as if everything's normal, and the females themselves can perform complex actions. Add to that their ability to survive freezing temperatures by going into suspended animation, and you've got one hardy insect. It's as if flies refuse to quit no matter what you throw at them. So, the next time you swat a fly, don't be surprised if it comes back with some unfinished business. It's all part of their strange charm. Number 7. Wolf eel. The wolf eel isn't an eel. It's a fish with a serpentine body and a bite you won't forget. Living in the cold waters of the northern Pacific, this creature has an eerie survival trick. Even after being decapitated, its head can still bite. Thanks to the icy temperatures it inhabits, its nerve reflexes and muscle tissues stay active longer than you'd expect. This means that even without a body, a wolf eel's head can deliver a strong snap, making it a formidable predator, alive or not. The cold slows the decay of its systems, allowing it to hold on to life just a bit longer. It's a chilling reminder of how nature works differently in extreme environments. So, if you ever encounter a wolf eel, think twice before assuming it's harmless. Detached or intact, its jaws mean business. Number 6. Chicken. Running around like a headless chicken isn't just a saying, it's a bizarre reality. Chickens have a unique nervous system that allows them to survive decapitation, at least for a while. If the cut is made too high, missing the brainstem, the bird's basic motor functions continue. The result? A headless chicken that can walk, move, and even flap its wings. One famous example is Mike the headless chicken, who lived for a staggering 18 months without a head, earning himself worldwide fame. How? The farmer missed his jugular vein, leaving enough brainstem intact to keep his body functional. Mike's caretaker even fed him using an eyedropper. While it sounds like something out of a sci-fi novel, it's just another oddity of nature. So the next time someone uses the phrase, you'll know it's rooted in reality. Chickens might not be zombies, but they sure know how to make a lasting impression. Will you still be able to eat chicken after watching this? Number 5. Permafrost worms. Imagine being frozen for 42,000 years and still waking up ready for action. That's the life of the permafrost worms, tiny nematodes found buried deep in Siberian ice. Measuring just a millimeter long, these little survivors are nature's ultimate comeback artists. Scientists discovered them encased in ice nearly a mile underground, and when thawed out, the worms didn't just stir, they started moving, eating, and going about their worm business like their icy nap never happened. It's like pressing pause on life for millennia and hitting play when the world is ready for you again. Their survival skills are nothing short of miraculous. From freezing temperatures to being deprived of oxygen for thousands of years, these worms make every extreme condition look like a minor inconvenience. If there were an award for resilience, these nematodes would be lifetime or several lifetimes achievers. It's a super good reminder that sometimes life just refuses to quit, even after tens of thousands of years on ice. Now let's move to Number 4. Salamanders. The salamander has long been associated with longevity and even immortality, and for good reason. This remarkable creature possesses an extraordinary ability to regenerate virtually any part of its body that's been severed. Limbs, tail, spinal cord, and even parts of its heart or brain. What's even more astonishing is that these regrown parts often function as well as, or even better than, the originals. This incredible ability is thanks to a special protein unique to salamanders, which promotes rapid and efficient cell replication. Interestingly, humans also have this protein, but in much smaller quantities, which limits our regenerative capabilities. Scientists are studying salamanders closely, hoping to unlock their secrets for advancements in medical science. Imagine if humans could harness even a fraction of this power. Injuries, organ damage, and even degenerative diseases could one day become a thing of the past. Number 3. Tardigrade. Meet the tardigrade, a microscopic marvel also known as the water bear. Don't let its tiny size fool you. This creature is one of the toughest animals on Earth, capable of surviving conditions that would obliterate most life forms. Tardigrades can endure temperatures as low as 20 degrees C for decades and as high as 150 degrees C, coming out unscathed. But that's not all. These resilient creatures can survive volcanic vents, the crushing depths of the ocean, and even the vacuum of space, shrugging off deadly radiation like it's no big deal. Scientists are in awe of their ability to enter a cryptobiotic state, where they essentially shut down all life processes and wait for conditions to improve. While humans may struggle to last a few days without food or water, tardigrades have been around for over 500 million years and show no signs of stopping. Long after we're gone, these near-immortal creatures will continue their cosmic journey, proving that big things truly do come in small packages. Number 2. Turtles. The hearts of fish, reptiles, birds, and mammals alike have their own pacemaker cells that take over when the signals from the brainstem are not coming through. For some reason, it ensures that the heart still functions for a while even when the brain does not. But the turtle took it to a whole new level, and this is because their heart is cut off from the oxygen and nutrients, usually supplied by the blood, which is just very normal. Because these animals can die for a very long time, for 5,000 hours in the case of the loggerhead musk turtle. They can survive that long by oxygen they can take up from the water via their skin, throat, and butt end. As well as their body's amazing potential for producing energy without oxygen, their hearts have their own fuel stash, and they just won't give up until every last fill-up of that has been used up. Isn't it amazing? Number 1. Snake. Think chopping off a snake's head ends the threat? Well, think again. Even without its body, a snake's head remains fully capable of striking and delivering venom. This isn't a horror movie, it's science. Thanks to heat-sensitive pits on either side of its face, a snake's head can detect warmth and perceive threats for hours after being severed. And when it senses danger, it does what snakes do best: bites. The venom sacs in its detached head stay active, meaning one strike is all it takes to deliver a potentially deadly dose of venom. It's the ultimate zombie defense mechanism, and it's as terrifying as it sounds. So, the next time you encounter a snake, remember, even in death, this creature can still be lethal. If nature had an award for most committed to self-defense, snakes would win, hands, or rather fangs, down. Proceed with caution. This reptile isn't done even when it's done. We hope you have enjoyed this video. If you did, please like, share, and subscribe. Thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you very soon.